Does it?
Got a good beat.
It does. I don't want to talk about the old one gives me.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, but you came to it later.
I came late to the party. Too late.
It was not a great earworm for me. Anyway, happy Wednesday. Today on Indy Style, St. Patrick's Day, less than 2 weeks away. And Jolene's here to get us into spirit with recipes for Irish stew and soda bread.
Yay, soda bread. Hey, also, you can really clean up by cleaning out your closets. Master thrifter Erica Scott is here to show us the best ways to sell and the best items to sell online.
Plus, there's more stress than just saying yes to the dress. So a local wedding planner wants to take all the stress, or at least as much as she can,
that's a pretty
out for
picture.
a lucky couple with a free wedding.
Gosh.
And free advice.
Where was she 9 years ago? You know, weddings, they can add up and they can be very stressful. And gosh, the things like you had asked me what you would go back and tell your pre-married self.
But
that
everything,
you know now.
but everything changes. I mean, you change the relationship you have.
That's right.
I want to find the list of guests that I had from then and see how many of these people am I even in contact with? Am I even Facebook friends with?
I know. Let's just talk about that, right?
I distinctly remember the secretary of the general manager at the station I was working at then coming to the newsroom and whispering in my ear, the GM is wondering where his invitation is.
Oh.
And I'd only been working there a very little time, so I didn't have that many.
Ooh.
And I had a director who, in my earpiece during commercial breaks, would say,
Dude, when's your wedding?
yeah, well, I haven't got my invitation
no.
yet. I haven't got my
For
invitation
real,
yet.
they did?
And
Oh.
I'm like, you're not getting one, Bill. You're not getting one, Bill.
Oh, no.
Bill, you're not getting one. I barely know you, Bill. So
Yeah.
anyway, but it would, you know, everything's different. The trends are different, whatever. People are going to look back years from now and say, why did we get married in a barn? What were we thinking?
What were we thinking?
That
right?
sort of thing. It's hard to do things that are timeless.
I know.
Truly
and
timeless,
classic,
I think.
because
So,
sometimes you do want to go with the trends, right?
yeah. So
That's okay.
That's great. It captures that moment in time.
Yeah, I think so too. You do you. What about when it comes to spring cleaning? Do you?
Oh,
do you
I do.
spring
Me.
clean?
Yeah, it's no, I don't. It's perpetual. I'm not perpetually cleaning, but it's like I don't do a big old thing.
Yeah. I'm trying to adjust my mic. I think it's Rowan.
It's the earring.
Is it my earring?
It's your earring.
Okay, let's move it to the front.
There you go. You know, Taylor Shaw, love a clean home. Each room gets a thorough cleaning. Yes, but how frequently? That's the question. Susan
That is
says,
the question.
already started. Oh, okay. Refrigerator, windows, walls, and painting.
Oh.
Whoa.
Good for you, Susan.
Clean.
Good for you.
Nancy.
Nancy Huber.
Wash windows and clean drapes is for spring.
Okay. Cleaning. See, that's what I need to do.
Hey,
I need
Nancy.
to clean those blinds.
Janine says hi. I'm guessing. I'm assuming that. But anyway.
Yeah. Melissa, I usually start in March and deep clean the entire house and
Wow.
everything in it. I don't leave out anything.
Good for you.
Wow.
I do a purge in the refrigerator every once in a
That's
while.
good.
I'm like, you know.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
sick
good.
of that.
Spice cabinets.
Oh, there's just stuff in the back that's like
Yeah.
a jar of what? I don't even know. I have a jar.
Right.
I have a jar of jam from a dear friend.
Yeah.
And the date on it has expired, but it's the seal is still good on the
That's what
jar,
I'm
and it's been
wondering.
refrigerated.
I feel like that's still okay, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would think so.
I think so too. It is funny though what you find, like especially spices. I'm like, oh, 2010.
Oh, I know.
Like what? 2010.
And
Did I just
they're
forget
layered
about that
because
one?
I don't want to take everything out of the spice cabinet.
Yeah.
Just run to the store, get another one.
Right.
And then you've got like 8
Yeah.
pumpkin spices.
Do you clean blinds? I noticed that the other day. I'm like, ooh, these blinds are, and they get so dirty so often, but they are kind of a pain to clean.
Oh, we
Do
don't.
you?
We have the ones that are like accordioned.
Yeah.
You know, so they're not like the slats.
Oh,
so that's
mine are
they
the-
still catch everything.
Yeah.
What really dung beetles love the cellular blinds. They can get right in there and
So I might just need new blinds. I don't have to clean them or just get new blinds.
let us know. Do you have a spring cleaning regimen, or do you
Yeah.
just skip it, or is it just sort of perpetual?
Yep.
Let's
Maybe
look
I'll-
inside the Granite Transformation Green Room, which occasionally could use a spring cleaning.
Yes.
There's
every
there's
once in a
Terry,
while.
our storyteller.
You said
and our master
he
thrifter.
made your lawn better, right?
He is making it a lot better.
That's fantastic. Because I feel like there are things we need to do now. Start
Yeah,
now.
it's now.
To prep.
Well,
and to get
Jolene was
ready for
talking about
spring.
like we're still going to get that ice storm in March and things like that. But yes, Our director, JOC, said he's likely going to aerate and seed. I mean, you could start doing that now.
Well, people are planting. Starting to plant their gardens.
Yeah.
So you could.
Seed starting, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Jolene, this smells good.
Well, thank you. So I was thinking ahead to St. Patrick's Day, and I thought, you know, because I mean, it might be nice today, but we are going to get some more chilly weather, and a nice stew is a lovely thing.
It is.
I love a
Chili
good stew. Yeah.
So, you know, a traditional Irish stew is made with lamb. You know, I did go to the butcher shop and look for lamb, but beef was a much more
There you go.
economical option.
And once you stewed it up, I mean, come on.
Right.
And a lot of people aren't familiar with cooking with lamb very much, and it does, you know, it doesn't appeal. But beef stew, I mean, there's,
Right.
that
Beef
is
stew,
that is
too.
a hard one to not like.
Yeah.
So
Agreed.
So I browned the beef, and I think this is a crock pot recipe. But if you do brown the beef first, I think.
Do you brown it all the way?
Just so it's brown on the edges, you know, it's not cooked.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pop it into a crock pot, and then we'll add some vegetables. So far, I've got carrots and cabbage in there because I was kind of going for that, you know, bit of an Irish kind of thing.
I say this every time I think on the show we do these crock pot meals. I
Right.
need to do these more.
Right.
Why am I not doing these?
Mine's in the garage, and I should say ours is in the garage. I'm
Yeah.
tripping over it left and right. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, put it in the kitchen on the counter.
I know.
In the kitchen, and
I'm just not.
I think it's out there from the holidays.
Yeah.
so I'm just going to deglaze the pan a little bit, and this is a little bit a little bit of an Irish touch, a little bit of Guinness. So you can deglaze your pan with that.
Get some of that yummy
And
stuff
get some
on
of
the
that
bottom.
yummy stuff on the bottom.
Flavor sticks.
Yes, it does.
And so then we'll put this in the crock pot. I've also got, of course, potatoes because it's Irish stew, right? So we have potatoes, but then I also have some turnips chopped up.
Sure.
Turnips. Okay.
And parsnips.
Yeah.
All right.
And of course, onions.
So onions.
Right?
All the white veggies.
Right. Well, you know, there's carrots in there.
Yeah, okay.
You know, I got a little color.
I wasn't judging. I was just making an observation.
Oh goodness! And then we'll
good.
put this in there. So we will just add this to your crock
Okay,
pot
okay.
container
And get
because
your arm workout.
that's
Yeah,
right,
that's
because you don't
true.
want to miss out on that.
Do you add other stuff to it as well? Is that
a little
probably
bit,
not
a
enough?
little bit of Worcestershire sauce, just
Okay.
because some of the recipes I looked at called for some Worcestershire
Yeah.
sauce. So I thought, well, okay,
A couple of splashes.
I'll
Yeah.
put some
Well,
Worcestershire
again,
sauce
the
in.
versatility. If you don't
If you
have
don't
parsnips,
have
you know,
Worcestershire sauce,
go.
that's fine.
What's hanging out in your crisper right now?
Well,
a couple potatoes, a
exactly.
couple carrots, whatever.
Exactly, and then
Is it
a
beef
box
broth?
of beef broth.
Okay.
And then you
Then you set it and
turn
forget
this
it,
on,
right?
you know, and
Let
then
it do its
you're going to
thing.
come home to a wonderful smelling house.
you are.
The beef will be so tender, the vegetables will be done,
Mm-hmm.
and then you'll have a lovely Irish stew. And you can add just a little bit more Guinness later on.
Okay.
What I like to do is, if I want to thicken it up just a bit, add a little bit of flour, mix that up with some more Guinness. If it's flat, it's okay because you're
Sure,
not, you're
right,
not,
yeah,
you're not
it's not-
drinking it
right,
you
it's
want
not
for the
yeah,
flavor.
exactly.
And so mix a little bit of the Guinness up with the flour. Stir that into your stew while it's still bubbling in the crock pot, and it will thicken up beautifully.
Okay.
And add just a little bit more of that Irish stew flavor.
Okay.
So
And
that
it's
sounds
it's a great way to manipulate some of the tougher cuts of meat.
well,
Yeah.
it is. You know, you have stew beef, and you cook it all day, and it's going to be lovely and
It
tender.
is lovely. It looks
Look how
lovely.
We
pretty,
do.
right?
We have some. Yeah.
So, anything new at the
I want to see.
try
at the
it.
test kitchen?
Oh my goodness, all sorts
What
of
isn't
things.
new?
What isn't new? So at the signature table, we're doing a lot of classes. We have a sushi class coming up, which will be very fun. Learn how to roll sushi.
Oh wow.
We have our knife skills class.
Oh,
that
this
we
is
like-
delicious.
Oh, thank you.
You don't
Oh, I
even
love
need,
that.
You don't even need teeth on this meat. It is so tender.
That's really good.
That is
thank
really.
you. But
What kind of meat was this again?
It's
What
just beef,
pieces?
stew beef.
Just stew beef.
Went to
I've
the
had
butcher
more than
shop.
my fair share of authentic Irish stew, and that is authentic Irish stew.
Well, Ireland, right?
Yeah,
Real Irish stew.
My mother-in-law
Oh my
from Dublin,
Oh my
so
goodness.
she would approve.
You know what I love about this too is because this is a really great thing for leftovers. heating up the next day,
Oh,
and then I bet you could
even
freeze some of
better.
this as well,
Absolutely.
right?
It will be even better tomorrow. And
Yeah, those
you
flavors
can
just kind of
freeze
sit.
it and then pull it out when we do get that ice storm.
There you go.
Because
Exactly.
you know we're going to get that ice storm.
You can even do it over some fat noodles or
Oh,
some
yeah.
mashed potatoes next
Mashed
to it.
Oh, mashed
Come
potatoes.
on.
Oh,
Like
my
that.
goodness. How good would that be?
TheSignaturetable.com. We got the link at
That's right.
IndyStyle.tv. She's not done yet, though. Up next, how to take a closet full of stuff and turn it into a pocket full of cash when Indy Style returns.